What's up, everybody? This is Zero back again, doing something a little different today. I actually have gameplay on Radiation. Typically this is one of my least favorite maps, and I never really get too many good games on it, but ever since I started playing around with Flak Jacket more, I've found it's really useful on this map for my playstyle. And for those of you not familiar with my playstyle, people that might be new to my channel, I typically like to just hold down a choke point somewhere, and this map has a very obvious choke point right here at the B flag. You can just sit here all day and pick people off as they're trying to come for B, which fits in my strategy as well too. Just hold the B flag and one other flag and let them have the other one, and that way you always know where they're coming from. So, I don't know what happened. This team that I'm playing with here, I got in late and they love to triple cap. They keep trying to triple cap C the whole game. And I think we end up getting the spawn flipped on us here early, because now they have A. That's never good when they get us behind us like that. I'm usually kind of upset about that when my team does that. I try to get one of those sneaky kills on this guy here with my claymore behind him, but he didn't move enough to set it off, so I had to shoot him, and somehow I ended up just getting an assist, even though I'm shooting him point blank in the back. But that's how this game goes. You know, you gotta shoot somebody in the head twice point blank with an assault rifle even to kill him. So now we're working on the AC cap again, which is by far my favorite on this map, or not the AC, the AB cap. And letting them have C is my favorite thing to do on this map. I think it's just easier to fight from A to B than it is from C to B. And now I'm just sitting here in my spot waiting on people to come. And basically, that's how I play this map. If you get up above ground, there's too many angles and too many places people can come around you, and too many different spots you can get shot from. But if you stay down there, really there's only a couple places you can get shot from, and you have a good line of sight on all of them. And if you know where they're coming from, then you already have an advantage. So you're going to see me do this over and over again. Right as I run around this corner, I always like to throw a grenade or throw my gas onto the B flag, because chances are, if I'm not here, or if there's only one other person here, that means they're making a push on B. So if you can already have that grenade cooked before you come around the corner, or if you can have the gas in there to stun them and kind of make it harder for you to hit, then you're going to have an advantage on them. Since it's such a narrow, closed-in area, I think the gas works pretty well. I don't know why people don't run Tac Mask. It's one of my favorite perks once you get to Tac Mask Pro. And Flak Jacket just pays for itself when you're messing with people with RC cars. I hate those things, so whenever it fails on me and I stay alive, I just know that the other person has to be pissed off, and it just makes it so worth it. I think Flak Jacket's becoming my favorite first tier perk these days, simply because of not getting killed by grenades constantly and not getting killed by RC cars. Right there, I survive another one, but it wounds me enough that he can take me down fast, but it's still a really valuable perk, especially in a closed-in area like this in this map, because you'll have grenades and flashbangs and everything going off constantly. So for a player like me, who tends to play really defensively and likes to hold down choke points and things like that, a good setup is Flak Jacket, and then Tac Mask Pro is the third tier perk. Second tier perk can vary, just depending on what you're going to do. I always like Sleight of Hand Pro, mainly because I'm just mainly sticking to assault rifles. It seems to be the most viable one. Hardened is okay as well, but I don't really get all that much use out of it. If you're shooting through any sort of barrier or anything, it seems like it takes forever to kill them, either with or without Hardened, so I typically don't even mess with it all that much. But I think that pretty much explains my strategy for this game here. I mean, you're just going to see me constantly repeating the same method over and over. Just get to the choke point and hold him down as much as possible. So, I guess there's not really a whole lot more to talk about on my strategy for this game. I have decided what game I'm going to be playing next, though. I think I'm probably going to be picking up Duke Nukem Forever when it comes out. I remember playing that on Nintendo 64, the Duke Nukem well, I guess it was Duke Nukem 64 on that, and I always just had a blast playing that game. I played through the campaign I don't know how many times, and it was always interesting and always fun, so if they've even nearly managed to capture how much fun that was in this new game, then it should be, well, it should just be enough to keep me entertained for a while. I'm not sure, though. I'm hoping I'm not to the point where it's just going to annoy me and This is a nice little dive through there. I'm hoping it won't annoy me these days. Hopefully they've updated enough, because I remember it was kind of supposed to be edgy and things like that in the 90s, but the decade's gone by, so I think they're going to have to up it a little bit just to make it as funny as it was in those days. I know it was kind of shocking in some of the things that they were getting away with and some of the things that they were saying. I remember on Duke Nukem 64 you could re-energize your health by peeing in a urinal, and that was just something unheard of and hilarious in a video game at that point in time, so hopefully they'll bring something kind of entertaining like that back into this one. I don't know what they'll be able to do and what they'll be able to get away with. I think some of these other games that have came along since then that have gotten the mature ratings and things have kind of finally pushed the limits up of what is acceptable, so hopefully it'll be able to really push some boundaries and be pretty funny. But you never know. I've been disappointed many times before thinking that. At least I found some entertaining classes on Call of Duty to keep me occupied till then. I know I was getting really bored of it and just really burned out on it, but now I've got a couple class builds put together that I've had quite a bit of fun with here the last couple days. I have another commentary, or not a commentary, but I have another video recorded ready for commentary that I just played earlier today, where I just had a lot of fun running that class and running that setup. And it's a pretty common setup, it's just something that I don't use all that much, so I had just a ton of fun, and it was on Grid, which is another map that I really don't get that many gameplays on, so I was pleasantly surprised, so I'll probably be posting that up here. Hopefully within the next couple days. I have to go back to work, I guess tomorrow, so who knows what's going to be happening until then. Check it out, survive another RCXD, but promptly get shot after it. But I just love that, getting hit by those RCXDs and not dying. I used to never run anything but Scavenger in the first perk. Every once in a while I'd run Ghost, but usually it was just always Scavenger because it seemed to be useful in Modern Warfare too, but now in Black Ops I can pick up somebody else's gun just about as easily and use them. I know in Modern Warfare 2 some people just would run around with such weird builds on their guns I couldn't really use them all that well. But it looks like that's it for this commentary. Things are winding down. I didn't do all that great, but I had a lot of fun playing, and that's my criteria for posting games. As always, thumbs up always help, and later.